Hey everybody, today is July 11th and I am back with a daily collective. It was a long weekend. It was a long weekend. All right, so, I don't know about you guys, but are any of you feeling like especially tired, like more so than usual? I know I am. Let's see. See if I can pick anything up for you guys for the next 24 hours. All right. This is not going to resonate with all of you, but I want to put this out there. Maybe for a Taurus. It could be for a Taurus. Be careful of what you ingest, because I'm hearing septic or poison, like a food poison or septic. Be careful. It doesn't have to be just Taurus, but just be careful of what you eat. If it don't smell right, don't look right, don't taste right, don't swallow. Don't swallow. Spit it out. I don't know why I'm picking that up. All right. Let's get into this, guys. I'm not really picking too much up. I've been feeling a little disconnected lately. I think it's just the energy right now. It could have a lot to do with feeling just really exhausted too. When I'm really exhausted, I have a hard time connecting to spirit. I read cards, obviously, but I bank more on my intuition than the cards. I lean more towards that, but we'll see what's going on. This shirt keeps bunching up, sorry. All right. Collective, July 11th, 2022. 11th through the 12th. Wow. Okay. All the cards came out in one jump. That's interesting. At the bottom of the deck, 10 of Gabriel. 10 of Gabriel is like the 10 of Wands, having a lot on your back, a lot on your shoulders. You might need to ask people for help. Yeah, you in this energy, you might needing to ask people for help. And with the 6 of Raphael, this is like the 6 of Pentacles, you should be getting that help, or at least you're feeling burdened and you even have the idea to ask people for help. But if you're not, oh, I think you're not, though. Let me look at this a little further. Give me a second. I want to... I think some of you are just having a difficult time working through this energy. But don't get stuck in that thought process, though, because I feel like this is a very short-lived... I feel like there's been a lot of momentum that's picked up, and then it just started dying out. It's temporary. So don't get down on yourself. Some of you might be getting down on yourself like I felt the momentum, it was picking up, and then all of a sudden, flop. Don't get down on yourself. That's temporary. It's probably why if you've been feeling tired, that's where it's coming from. It's the energy. It's not you. It's the energy around you. The planets are doing some crazy stuff again, of course. So it's temporary. Even the way I'm talking, I'm like, it's temporary. All right, so I think, you know, some of you may be having a hard time letting go of the past, and seeing things from a different perspective. And it could have to do with, I'm hearing negligence in your surroundings. Negligence. Now, this could be negligence from other people, neglecting what needs to be done in order for you to move ahead. Or this could be neglecting things that need to be done around the house or at work, or just feeling neglected. But it could also be you neglecting obligations or priorities or stuff like that. It could be, you know, either way. It could be both ways. But again, I don't think this neglect is coming from, I don't think it's on purpose. I really think that the neglect is really coming from just sheer exhaustion. That's what I feel like. I think, you know, it's like having spurts of like really hard work, having spurts of doing a lot of deep thinking and analyzing and you know, and looking at things, and you know, and there's like, I'm feeling mental exhaustion, emotional exhaustion. Well, not as much emotional exhaustion, although that could be coming up, but physical exhaustion. So it's okay to take a break. It's okay to rest. And I feel like that's where the fears could be too. It's like feeling like if you don't take a break, if you rest, then you're gonna stop. Well, let's see, here's the Ace of Pentacles. That's the new beginning. That's the building, right? If you don't take a break, there could be it feels like if you take a break, that you feel like if you take a break, there'll be consequences for that. Like you've got to keep going, or you're going to miss something. And that's not true. You need to be able to take a break, you know? You need to be able to rest, rejuvenate. The body can't heal without rest. Oh, Tower in reverse. Yeah, and then the Ace of Cups underneath that. Oh, shit, you've got the Justice on the bottom. You know, things need to be fair and balanced. The Tower's taking a long time to fall. You know what I mean? It's just a slow crumbling. And I feel like there's a slow crumbling because, one, I think that there's exhaustion. I think there's a lot of overthinking. And I think that things could be done in a better way. I feel like there's somebody involved in whatever's going on that has a very arrogant, and I want to say arrogant in that way because I feel it that strong. I want to say that they're very arrogant and trying to get in the way of your progress. At least if they're not trying to stop it, they're not trying to help it. Meaning, like, somebody may not be in your way stopping your progress, but they're certainly not helping you get ahead. Like, there's somebody or people around you that really don't want to see you get ahead, that really don't want to see good things happen for you because they're bitter. They got bitter shit, you know what I mean? And if that's the kind of person that you're walking away from, then you're making the right decision, because regardless of you know, when you're an adult and you're cordial and you do things, you know, I'll give you an example, all right? A very mature couple that's been together for a really long time may just outgrow each other. And as painful as that is, they just can't see, you know, it's like they don't have the same visions anymore. They don't have the same goals and the same dreams. A mature couple will know this, be in agreement about it, and cordially part ways and say, hey, we gave it a good college try. I respect you. You respect me. It's just not going to work. An immature relationship will be where both people know and only one person is making the move to make that happen, while the other one is throwing a fit and trying to place blame and this is all your fault and this is that and this is that, instead of just looking at the big picture and saying, hey, we just don't see things the same way anymore. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a big difference. And I think a lot of you are struggling with somebody who's just immature, or people who are just immature and they know the truth about a situation but still try to make it incredibly difficult because they're sitting in their own shit that they don't know how to clean up. Now, if this is you, then, you know, obviously take a different look at it, because you may make a process that could go smoothly very difficult. And there's no good karma that comes out of that. When you try to make it really difficult for somebody else, there's karma that's attached to that. And you may not see it immediately. You may not see it right away, but it's there. Oh, trust that it's there. And it'll come back to you at some point. So if a tower needs to fall, let the tower fall so a new beginning can happen. I really feel like somebody's trying to interfere with your beginning. And it could be somebody that you've known for a long time. And, you know, going about, there's a better way to go about things than in this way. And this could be in any direction. This could be you, you know. I love you guys, but I'll be honest with you. This could be coming from you. It could be. If you're trying to stop somebody else out of fear, okay, let's say you're trying to stop somebody else from making moves that they need to make, to, you know, that are necessary, but you're afraid that if they make those moves, you're going to be left behind or missing out or whatever. You're not trusting the process, and you kind of put roadblocks up, and it's going to make it more difficult for you, where, you know, think about it this way. While you're in the midst of putting roadblocks up, they're just driving behind you, you know, and around. Like, excuse me, I see you're busy putting roadblocks up. I'm just going to go around you, you know, and it's just a waste of time because they're going to surpass you anyway. So I wouldn't do that. I just would allow things to flow the way that they need to flow. And if you're a nice person, if you're cordial, you know, and I'm sure you are, and you know, and here's the thing. If it's not for you, it's not for you. And you could be just in this energy, right? But when you do the right thing, even if you've been the one that's been wronged, if you continue to do the right thing, then things will end up the way they're supposed to, okay? They just will. And I think that I think there's a lot of worry about, you know, maybe being hard on yourself of what you've thought of and what you haven't thought of, and am I doing the right thing? Am I wrong for being this way? And, you know, really riding your own tail about choices that you've made. Let that go. I mean, we all have emotions for a reason, right? Anger is included. And anger is a very real emotion, just like sadness and happiness. And they serve their purpose. So it's okay to feel angry. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to think angry thoughts in the moment. Is it okay to dwell there? No, of course not. And it's not because you're doing something wrong. The only problem with dwelling is it intensifies the energy and creates more of that thing that you don't want. That's the only downside. It's not wrong. You know what I mean? We've all been given emotions. We're all born with these for a reason. Just like physical sensation, a feeling. They're there for a reason. So when you feel pain, you know that when you look at a cut, if it's deep, then you need to get stitches. That's a signal. You're in pain, get help. You know, it's the same thing. You're in pain, get help emotionally. Figure it out, clean it up. It's there for a reason. It's not a bad thing. So don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. You know, it feels like, coming up with solutions and then having them thwarted. Coming up with ideas and then having them, it almost feels like you're so ready to drop this burden, whatever this burden is. With the Ten of Wands, you're so ready. But it feels like the energy just isn't ripe yet. And there feels like a little bit of impatience going on here. All right, so let me see. We've got be peace because freedom is yours. It is yours. It is yours. Freedom is yours. See the big picture. Look at perspective. That's the Hangman, seeing things from a different perspective, right? See the big picture. There's a lot more to this than you can see. So you've got to trust the process. As frustrating as this may be, like, look, time to let go. Yeah, let go completely and fully of all resistance. And this isn't just letting go of a particular person or a particular place or thing, because I think that's done. I think it's letting go of how it unfolds. Do you know what I mean? How it unfolds. Controlling how it plays out is what needs to be let go of. Let it happen naturally. It's going to be so much more peaceful. And I think it's, between worlds, truth be told. Yeah, seeing things for what they are and sitting in between worlds. Like, okay, so right now, there's a pause. There's a pause, and you're feeling alone in this pause. You may be feeling like this is like a lack mindset. Do you know what I mean? Like, not seeing everything for what it is, the cup half empty, This is where this is leading. Because you really just want justice in a scenario. You want peace. You really want to create this ending with the Magician, the Death, and the Ten of Wands. It's like, please, allow me. What do I need? Like, you have what you need, but patience. Patience is very, very necessary here. All right? Because you have what you need to drop this load and to create a transformation. It's all there. It's all there. It's all waiting for you. But the time isn't right. We're waiting for that balance. We're waiting for that time. And in the meantime, you're feeling forgotten about. Spirit didn't forget about you. They didn't forget about you. They're just saying it's a resting. This is a pause. It's just a pause. This is just a pause. Things will continue. But there's a lot of chaos going on, And I think this is going to teach you patience above all things. I know you've been patient, but even further. And looking at things from a different place. Like, if you rush things along, you could be missing out on something even greater than if you're just patient, Let's see what we get. Ditch the dodo. Stay put. Everything is fine. You are on the right path. See, just because things are not moving along the way you think they should or as fast as you should, don't start questioning yourself about what you've given up on or what you're letting go. That was the right decision. So just because you're not seeing that come to fruition yet doesn't mean it's not the right decision. And this is where patience comes in, because we need to balance these scales out, right? So stay put. Everything is fine. You are on the right path. I feel like this rushing, like in a hurry. Yeah, that's what it feels like being in a hurry. Being in a hurry. All right, so let's see if I can what is the next phase for the collective? What is something that could make them feel a little bit better about being patient through this process? What is the outcome of remaining patient and seeing things from a different perspective? What is the outcome of that? I'm hearing hard work never felt so good. Freedom is yours. Again, let it shine. Yep, let it shine. This is what patience is going to bring you. 4 and 6 is an end. And 33, it's like double energy of this. Whatever you've been waiting for, it's coming. And it's going to feel so good. And look how they're rushing out towards their freedom. Look, I mean, it's like, it feels like being trapped in a hole for a year and a half or 2 years, you know, just stuck in a hole. And then finally somebody releases the last blockade or whatever it was that's in your way so you can get out of there. And you're just running out like, oh, and feeling free. Look at that. It's so majestic. That is so beautiful. I love this. And feeling really good. Look at the heart shining. I never noticed that on this card. Look at how the heart is beaming. This is definitely going to open your heart chakra. It's going to open it wide up. And it's like, this is like, once this happens, this is like fall to your knees in gratitude, kind of like an overwhelming sensation of gratitude. It's there. You just have to be patient. You know, it may take about 12 months, 12 weeks, 12 months. That's what this feels like to me. And so, depending on your situation, obviously, this is general. But for bigger issues, bigger problems, this may take about 12 months. It really could. So, patience is definitely necessary. So don't feel like you're in such a big rush to get things done or you're running out of time. You're not. You're not. All right. So I wanted to show you guys something. I've got Dowsing Rods, which I love so much. All right. So, let me think of like this is like a yes or no. So cross this way when it makes an X, that's a yes. When it's out this way, that's a no. And when it's neutral, it's just not the right time to really ask that yet. So let's get a view. Let's see. Is Spirit here with the collective? You see how it's crossed? Okay. Will they yield? Let me see. Is being patient in their best interest right at this moment? Patience. Okay. Neutral. Will impatience bring negative results? It's kind of, it's on the fence. It might prolong. Okay. Will impatience prolong the process? It's kind of on the fence about that. I mean, it's crossed a little. It's crossed, but let's see. Let's see if we can get a no response so you can see how that works too. All right. Let me see. I don't know what to say to get a no response. Let me see. Am I a male? See how it opens up. I'm definitely a female. Let's see how the rods open. But anyway, these are cool. So one day I'll go live and we'll do yes or no questions with these. That'll be fun. But anyway, I'll leave it here. I hope that made sense. But I'll be back soon to do more readings. All right? Take care, y'all. Bye.